It is Monday morning at the home of 32-year-old Ya Kota. She's getting ready to head for work, where she assists to find one of the most expensive minerals on earth, gold. Ya is a mother of 3.
First in the number of our CCI has a problem kakra wonti. Jada enye. Me mama ensa. Na me ofa baba akoka ho. E wa ha na etie. Ti me sorry fra no pa, me tware wi amede ya ne se me kwa akoye medwuma. Because site akoye medwuma no. Eno ne ade ehia. Eno nso na me ya. Etumi ma me nya de makomakwe. Eno de be me nya sika afiri.
Ya hails from this town called Japa. It is in the Wassa Amenfi East municipality. As of the 2018 census in Ghana, 3,252 people lived here. Beneath this land lies scores of gold.
Podru site wa me kwade am address nya na me ko bibia o.
Ya works at one of the licensed small-scale mines here in Japa, Obeng Mining. She is one of the few women with an official job in this industry, where the perception is that only men have the required strength, which also means women are paid less.
Say me ba ebe ma ba ko be boa me na watete egu koduro ni mama me. Na me so mayi so ma na kakakra bi. Na ma boa me de na no kopem se ye de makro ni betu mansa. Na ye yisga na fu.
There are women coming here, and I think the work has helped them. By so doing, they get their daily living. They get paid at the end of the day.
One of the main challenges is to do with they getting low incomes within the mine sites because of mainly the kind of tax that they are engaged in. And we are aware that there are some tax that, of course, have higher wages, but most of the ladies are engaged in menial tax, and because of that, they have very low incomes.
There's a lot of challenge because we use a lot of strength. We need a lot of strength, like loading of this chamfan machine. We use the shovel to load, and it's very difficult. I mean, it's not conventional for Ghanaian women, to allow them to be throwing shovel like that. The 5 or so women that we have work after this thing has been done. So they use the washing bowl to, bring out the black, as we call, or to the final gold that we need.
These processes are tedious and the possibilities of injuries are high. But with the work done here by the Golden Line partners, there is a glimmer of hope as the miners adapt to new ways of doing things.
Golden Land no, mfaso a menya free mu ni say ye adwuma a ebetimi a protect ye ho, free epira ho, anasa atoye nkyem ho. Eno ene mfaso a menya no first ni enim saa niema no na nemo baaye no ma ba kirekire saa niema no ama sisi ya no ye hu mfaso a ewu ebiom no say weye adwuma na ye be katakata amana no so na yetimi edua eniema wo so na eniema no etimi ayeyi nti eno no mfaso a menya no eno.
Ya seems to be content with her income. However, she appreciates the income gap between her and the male counterpart. She wishes she could learn another skill within the mines.
Minyanka me pasa akonya ne beda ho. Say machine twi o say semitri a on kamani beje. Say de be ya mezum sika sem no be kosoro. Kamani beje ho pa. Person no de ne say me adwuma. bɛrima nko ara na ɛyɛ no nso ɛnɛ de ade a bɛrima tumi yɛ bi ɔba tumi yɛ.
On the heel of all these challenges put together, the Golden Line program is designed. The Golden Line program is a 5-year social development program being collectively initiated by a consortium of 3 international NGOs. They are Simavi, Solidaridad, and Healthy Entrepreneurs. The bottom line for these organizations is to economically empower women in and around artisanal and small-scale gold mining communities in Ghana and Tanzania, bringing along the men to do so and improving adherence to fair mining practices.
Yes, we use the Fair Mine Standard as a tool in the work that we do. And the Fair Mine Standard is a global voluntary standard for small-scale gold mines, basically to ensure that mines mine responsibly. They have a number of modules. A few of them include health and safety, first aid, environmental management, labor issues, gender issues, responsible use of mercury, etc., etc. So these are the modules that we build the capacity of the small-scale miners for us to be able to ensure that they do practice responsible mining.
For many years, responsible mining has not been the norm in these areas, leading to a government shutdown of small-scale mining in 2017. That was preceded by a heavy media campaign which sought to save water bodies and lands from destructive mining practices. This is key in the biggest problem that Golden Line is trying to solve: the challenges faced by women in mining. Even though there are still illegal miners, there is the conscious effort to encourage these miners to regularize their operations so they can be monitored. With the large scope of this work, 2 local NGOs, Hope for Future Generations and the Presbyterian Relief Services and Development, are representing Simavi. They've had to support the implementation of the Golden Line program in Ghana. Each of these organizations come with its own strength and specialization so that together they can achieve maximum result.
Hope for Future Generations is working in 4 districts within the Western region, and they are Elembele District, Pristia Wune Valley, Takwa Eswaye Municipal, and then Wassa East Amanfi District. Now, within these 4 districts, we also work in 15 communities. It is from these 15 communities that we have 51 village savings and loans associations, and they are the people who are contributing towards their own loan funds.
Me adwuma o mansase na mekwa tembia ska kakra menyano na maaboa no Sunday nam de abedon Golden Line kunu nti ona nyame aye madom menya kakra nyame adom pesa me stane me de to aso wo adwuma no adwuma de me ntumi nya ne saa nkosi ba sisi menya ska kakra de mato aso aya nyame ya madom na se menya bi to so na me de ato aso ebra me de.
Like Ya, several other women in different mining communities, including 32-year-old Naomi Osari, were encouraged to form village savings groups to improve upon their economic status.
Me pastries Golden Line ko ni buy no enkyerɛkyerɛ a ɔmo de maye ɛwɔ business mu no ama menya idea foforo sɛ me pɛ business bi de aka me business no nti ɛma me kɔpɛ obi a ɔyɛ bead me dem ho kwadwan nti titi me to me ye bead bag ene necklace ne bracelet ene key holders ene slippers ne sandals nti metumi aka se ekuo ne de aboa me pa me ne mabusua de ekuo na aboaye.
The savings are shared among them every year as they are trained to invest in small-scale businesses with the proceeds. The testimonials won't just cease. With the Presbyterian Relief Services and Development Support, HFFG mobilizes the women and train them on issues like abortion, family planning, menstrual hygiene, and taking up leadership roles on their sexual reproductive health rights.
We are also expecting that women still learn how to take care of their babies. So we have other activities like we've trained ambassadors on sexual and reproductive health and rights, where they give education to their colleagues at the group level. Then apart from that, we organize community sensitization programs, where we bring in Ghana Health Service workers, that is the nurses or the public health nurses, to train them as to how best to identify STIs as early as possible so that they can seek early treatment. So there was also more emphasis on the use of the condom, both male and female, that can prevent both STIs and also unwanted pregnancies.
Emmanuel calls the benefits of the Golden Line program a threefold one, consisting of education, women empowerment, and bringing sexual and reproductive health information closer to people who hitherto will be far away from that information.
We are in an area where we have a very high maternal mortality. And so we take it seriously as one of the health issues which we need to tackle. And women are always the victim to that effect. And so we take pregnancy and its related issues seriously. And for which, if under the Golden Line project, the empowerment of women in taking up their health issues in themselves is critical for us to be able to address.
An interesting part of the Golden Line program is the part executed by health entrepreneurs. It is a twofold model that makes the women involved health conscious and enables them bring healthcare to their counterparts and men alike in their communities. Bottom line here is to improve access to healthcare, especially by and for women within mining communities.
As healthy entrepreneurs, our main objective is to empower women in far-to-reach communities in the western region of Ghana, in some selected communities, to educate them mainly on selected health topics, and then also train women in business skill training so that at the end of the day they will be able to be empowered to work, to touch their families themselves and then the communities at large where they are working. Yeah, it's very necessary to this work because when women are more empowered economically and financially and in health issues, you realize that they will be able to make informed decisions as to the number of children that they can give birth to in their homes by deciding freely with their potential husbands and their husbands or their colleagues in their communities. And again, when women are well empowered, you realize that the home is well affected positively. They are able to also man themselves. They are able to manage their affairs without relying solely on other people. And they are able to also feel independent on themselves.
It's a model which has worked perfectly, as Davidin testifies.
Housing telephone for buying, I'm only Golden Line buying. I'm actually near my P. I'm actually near maybe to say how I see Didra at first. I'm a fan of my good say, no, I'm the good say. Men for a pen to Montreal, saving me, be cry, men first canshim, and once a music sent every day. I'm sick and so what? Don't by my training. And my young will say, even one I would do when your macro was so we be our discussion. So maybe I've been saying, I'm a question, I say, bathroom. Almost as a trade before family planning. And I know so almost as my tablets. So family planning now make once again. On which day or sans what tablet in this one. I whammy any momentum because the pine better and I say on pentama. Imagine a time the cacra and the cassa. A fa maybe family planning and I say HIV/AIDS. And a being so besides children, how may see a boy crown buying if you are.
One of the key areas of focus for the Golden Line program is to involve policymakers, especially at the local level, as a way of supporting governments achieve developmental goals and sustaining the gains made so far.
The Golden Line program also looks at the policies, the national policies and local policies or local norms. Usually at the national policies, together with all the consortium partners, we seek to see how best we can influence policies. For example, the MMIP, the Multilateral Mining Integrated Policy, looks at mining in general, and we seek to also push through to make that policy more gender focused. So the whole idea is also to help government to also understand issues of women in mining and what affects women in mining communities.
To crown it all, the Golden Line program, having done social analysis of the area of operation, acknowledges the key role of men in women empowerment.
There's the need for us to engage the men, to let them know that women have skills, they have the ability, they have the capacity to also contribute to the socio-economic development of the various communities.
First, Yana, if I'm Massa and my and Qua. Nenem ready, a Jumabia Bema bit maybe or Babitimae. And run into Tia, Setiti, or Barnoa, it may be any man small, won't me yet. Wait my.
Mayere, a beshia idea wahay. Can you know ya dear, Namin from an infant, Memoano. By Sisi Sanchez, Chiramobabichra, Ma, Makuma Bami Yereso. Se me imagine cry, say, May Masema, Sisia Kramajai.
Before the Gold Line program, the people were less mindful of both the environmental impact of the activities and the personal precautions necessary to stay safe in this business. All of that has changed now, following the hands-on and face-to-face interactions between project implementers and the people on the ground.
The Dutch government wants to help to empower Ghana to reach its Ghana Beyond Aid agenda. We concentrate firstly in this area, of course, on gold mining, because it is a very important part of the economy of Ghana. Small-scale gold mining is a very important part of that as well. And at the same time, if you talk about economic empowerment, you have to talk about the empowerment of women, of course, as they are 50% of your population, and their empowerment will move really forward your economy.